Hey everybody, Grimmels here, and this is my first little video of the upcoming space sim Star Citizen. The pre-alpha hangar module was just released for the backers to take a look at the hangar, test it and provide some feedback. And since I know there are a few Star Citizen fans among my viewers, I thought I'd show you how the business hangar and my two ships in it look like, if you don't have access to it. Keep in mind, this is the first version of the hangar module. Everything you see here is pre-alpha and still work in progress. Well, while I run around here, I thought I'd talk a bit about Star Citizen, to provide a bit of information for viewers that may be interested in sci-fi and space sims, but have not heard about Star Citizen, or don't really know what it is about yet. So, almost a year ago, Chris Roberts, the man behind legendary space games like Wing Commander or Freelancer, announced that he and his developer studio Cloud Imperium are working on a new space sim called Star Citizen, and he showed an impressive trailer which showed that he means business. I will put a link to one of those early trailers in the description. If you have an interest in space battles and have not seen it, I would recommend checking it out. Anyway, I was very excited about the announcement. Next to flight sims, space combat games were always one of my favorite gaming genre, and I loved the old Wing Commander, X-Wing and Free Space games. But in recent years, space sims have almost completely died out. I am really looking forward to getting my hands on a new one with today's technology. Well, the game will feature a large MMO-like persistent universe, somewhat similar to Freelancer, or to a lesser degree EVE Online, in which you can explore, trade, or of course fight, and a single-player campaign similar to the original Wing Commander games, called Squadron 42. The original announcement of the game came with the start of a crowdfunding campaign with a goal of $2 million to help the game and prove to investors that the interest for such a game is there. But the campaign far exceeded its goal and reached over 6 million by the end. Because of this, the guys at Cloud Imperium decided to simply keep the crowdfunding campaign open till the release and finance the project completely via crowdfunding without the requirement of outside investors, so that they retain creative control over the project. By now, the crowdfunding campaign has reached over $16 million. Cloud Imperium also decided that they let backers in on the development process in a very early stage, and they do so with a modular system. The finished game will of course consist of a lot of different elements. The most important one, of course, flying your ship in space. But you will of course also be able to land on planets, space station or carriers and get out of your ship, customize your ship in your hangar, go to a bar on a planet or even board an enemy ship and fight for its control. Before the game even goes into beta, most of those elements will be released for testing to the backers as modules, starting with this basic hangar module I'm running around in right now. Currently I can't do much other than look at the ships I got for backing the game, but more features will be added to the hangar later, so sadly I can't fly my ships yet. At the moment I own two ships, the RSI Aurora, a small multi-role ship, and the Anvil Aerospace F-7 Hornet, a large starfighter. Both of them are single-seaters, but there are also larger ships available that can be crewed by more than one person. The Constellation, for example, is a large freighter about the size of the Millennium Falcon and has two manned turrets. You can either hire NPCs to man them, or you bring along friends and you can fly and fight in the same ship. The largest player-owned ship in the finished game will be the huge Bengal class carrier you can see in the trailer. And of course that one will feature multiple stations for command, navigation, weapons and other things. The ships will also be customizable, with weapons, engines, shields and so forth exchangeable. Just the propulsion alone consists of multiple components. There will be a reactor that provides power for the engine and other parts of the ship, the engine itself and different thrusters, the main one in the back and maneuvering thrusters all over the ship. All of those parts will be upgradable, and in later versions of the Hangar module it should be possible to test this and see the visual changes of replacing modules on the ship. Now, later this year in December, there will be the release of the next module, the Dogfight module, where we can test the multiplayer combat of the game, and I hope I can bring you cool dogfight footage when it goes live. And after that there will be more modules to test things like planets, the ship boarding mechanics, the single player campaign, and approximately at the end of 2014 the beta of the Persistent universe. The finished game is expected to release in early 2015, though I hope I can bring you some good Star Citizen content earlier than that from the Dogfight Alpha and the Beta. Well, that was a short tour of the Hangar and the Star Citizen overview. I hope it was informative and maybe I sparked a bit of interest in Star Citizen. If there is interest, I can of course bring you an update on later Hangar versions with some ship customization, for example. Till then, thanks for watching and maybe I see you next time.